can't walk very far in these parts without being greeted with a War Eagle. And boy, did they hope it will be a joyous one today. Welcome to Jordan-Hare Stadium and the home of the Auburn Tigers. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got great speed, and he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Looking for space, it's Owens. Has the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Seminoles will hustle to the line. The Noles injecting some attitude, throwing the spear down and declaring they're going to run the football.
Run the football, be aggressive. This is the part of the offense that, remember, it was a long time Florida State offensive line play wasn't good enough. You got to get that physicality, that run game, if they want to be a great program again.
They'll leave it with him. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Baker. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle, it's Perry. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
Here's the handoff. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
And the Seminoles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll give it to him again. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Pulls it and fires to the left. Out of bounds he goes. They'll mark it at the 16.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Seminoles come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Defense in press coverage. Motion from the wide receiver. trying to pick it up on the ground. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
Rides the back on the option to give. Breaks into the open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Tigers, dating to the days of Shook Jordan and Pat Dye, love to keep the ball on the ground.
And the stadium goes nuts, and the eagle flies, and everybody's happy. Run the football, win football games. It's good times on the plains.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Quarterback will keep it. Push down for the tackle.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know, the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Makes the catch. It's Watson. Crosses the 30. He's got away. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
That's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They'll go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Thompson. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They'll run it from the gun. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. Good, right down the boulevard. And that's going to give us a tie ball game.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And before they can kick it, the receiving team is going to call a timeout. Fielded in the end zone, it's Perry. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Looking for room. It's Owens. At the 20, he's got space. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
The Noles just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Right back to the well.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll give it to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Baker. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
So here comes the Auburn offense. Maybe they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll take it himself. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Pittman. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Leaves it with the back. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Now on the move. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Already, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air, it's Knight. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Now the play fake. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Oh, the attempt is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Bringing the heat. Still running at the 40. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. The Seminoles moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Perry. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Caught near the sticks. It's Robinson. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Motion from the wideout. Dropping back, it's Baker. Might be looking to run. He'll pull it down and run. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, it's no wonder this quarterback is getting more and more confident, not necessarily throwing it, but I think running it. You saw that earlier in this drive, too. On that last play, he's thinking to himself, man, it's been working for me so far. Every time I just tuck it, take off scrambling, something good seems to happen. So that's not going to stop. And I think moving forward, this defense has got to expect him to scramble more often.
One more snap coming before halftime. Defense playing a bail technique. A quarterback sneak on second down. The only thing I can think of is he thought he'd catch them napping. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. And this one splits the uprights. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this third quarter with a run. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Scanning the field, it's Knight. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Takes the handoff. It's Owens. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quick handoff. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
And the Noles have it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. The Seminoles want to move quickly. Dropping back, it's Baker. Fires to the tight end. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
And the Seminoles are on the move. Using his legs, it's Auburn. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFO.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And a nice job by this defense. Man, they've given up a lot of yards. They've gotten to the scoring area of the field multiple times, but they keep forcing field goals. They did a great job again on that 3rd down.
And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Army is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners Blanchard and Davis and Dawkins among the legends to wear that uniform. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Temple. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To the air, it's Knight. Going to try to get it himself. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And both these quarterbacks, man, they're showing off their ability to take off and scramble and make plays. Right here, it's a design pass. He's looking to make a play. What does he do? He sees some space, captures it, makes the big play with his feet, gets another 1st down. This guy can do that a lot.
Under fire. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Second down, he'll throw it. Got a man, it's Kane. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the third. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Snagged in the middle, it's Thompson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. The Tigers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Back to throw, it's Knight. Under fire. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Intercepted. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
And that just kind of caps off this day. It's been a day with not a lot of rhythm, not a lot of timing, not a lot of guys on the same page, and they weren't right there, and the quarterback throws an INT, and this one is not looking good.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Give to the single back. Got enough for the first down. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now, if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. They'll move the tight end. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll try the run. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Pressure building. Huge 3rd down coming up on the road for this offense. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both. Got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Splits the uprights. Good.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
They'll They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quickly to the tight end. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
And there are flags flying as the pass falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. And now on second down for this offense. Looking for a man. It's Knight. Right down the middle. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
And the Tigers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. The offense changing the play. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give up or a chuck it up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to...
Converts on fourth down, still going. And he's out of bounds after the nice gain, and maybe that is finally the spark to get this passing game going. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. They are backed up, top field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Tight end now in motion. The give to the tailback. Makes a man miss. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Seminoles in a good spot here with second and short. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you, a huge third down. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Got some room to run.
to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
They want to run this quarterback. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Try to barge their way in. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Calling his own number on that one, but they are ready for it and stop him. It'll be 4th down. On the move. How about that defense? Rising up and stopping him short on 4th down.
The defense, I think, was just more physical on that 4th down, guys. That was a designed quarterback run, and they're calling that because they're trying to get extra blockers at the point of attack and get a numbers advantage, but just the defense fighting off the blocks, being where they're supposed to be, and not letting the quarterback break free. You just can't do a better job than the defense did on that 4th down.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. On the run, it's Owens. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. There he goes to the right. He's at the 40. At the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown Seminoles. They tack on a little extra here in the 4th and just about set to break this long losing streak.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And the extra point makes this a 13-point game here in the 4th. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Knight. Got a man, it's Watson. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Quickly complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Pittman. They stop him at the 22. 15-yard pickup on the play. And a 1st down just outside the red zone. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Uncorks one. Into the end zone for a touchdown. And here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
if we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
The hands team out there to avert disaster, and so they do. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers in the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground, and most of the time...
And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, a gut punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a two-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
And the extra point makes this a 13-point game here in the fourth.
26, Auburn, 13.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Back to pass, it's Knight. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. One more play to pad the stats. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. What a costly mistake by this defense, and that really ought to do it. And the offense should be able to run out the clock. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got him this time. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off.